no doubt you've seen the ads. I mean, they're everywhere. Mobile sports betting begins in North Carolina a week from today. But how did a state with a long history of being against gambling get to this point? WRAL sports investigative reporter Brian Murphy has that answer.
North Carolina's first anti-gambling law was put in place in 1764. It limited winnings in any game of chance to 5 shillings a day. Apparently, no one had ever heard of DraftKings or FanDuel back then. Even into more modern times, the state did not embrace betting. North Carolina was one of the last states to adopt the lottery, only after 40 other states already had.
In North Carolina, there are a lot of people, for faith and other reasons, are morally opposed to gambling and don't believe that there should be any state-sanctioned gambling.
In 2005, after more than 2 decades of debate, state lawmakers approved the lottery, just barely, on a tie vote broken by then Lieutenant Governor Bev Perdue. Last year, people purchased more than $1 billion worth of lottery products in the state. Sports gambling, too, carried negative connotations for decades. It was the providence of mobsters and organized crime in Las Vegas. A gambling scandal connected to NC State and other basketball teams in the 1960s played a role in the demise of the super popular Dixie Classic holiday tournament. The Dixie Classic's point-shaving scandal was brought up by opponents of sports betting years later.
There used to be a game between NC State and UNC called the Dixie Classic.
And it didn't matter. Sports betting was illegal nearly everywhere. That is until a 2018 Supreme Court ruling allowed states to decide for themselves if they wanted to allow it. And after years of spirited debate in the legislature, much of it echoing the fight over the lottery, North Carolina will be the 30th state, including D.C., to launch legal mobile sports betting on Monday, March 11th.
We know it's a big thing. It's a lot of money. It can create a ton of jobs. You can corral what's happening anyway and put some guardrails on it and use the benefit for the state taxpayers to draw in revenues.
For WRAL News, I'm Brian Murphy.
And the effort to legalize sports betting in the state is the subject of a brand new season of A Brief History of Triangle Sports. It's got twists, it's got turns, it's pretty detailed. The series will be available on all podcast apps next Monday. You can check out the trailer and subscribe right now.